Hi, Scorpio. I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for January 2021. This month, I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Ascendant, and Scorpio Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So please be sure to check out your cusp sign. All that being said, Scorpio, now on to your January 2021 Psychic Tarot reading. Hey Scorpio, you're starting off with a bang here. You've got the Six of Rods. This is victory after a battle. Being victorious in some ways is a good way to start off January. Something you submitted or put in place got accepted. Whether it was an application for a job, a permit, a loan, or something else. A visa, a work permit, you're going to start raking in the big bucks. And if you don't see it in 2021, you're going to see it in 2022. But I really do feel it's coming in this year for many of you. You're going to find more acceptance from people. Not that you care about that, Scorpio, you probably don't, but I do get you having more acceptance from people about what you're saying or doing. Not even just for January. This is not the yearly reading, but I get that this could happen the entire year. I did the yearly readings on Vimeo for each sign of the zodiac, but I do get that people this year are going to be more accepting of you, your ideas, things you're doing and things you're saying and creating. You've got a lot of hidden talents. I also see you journaling. Now, you could write something that gets published, or you could start some kind of like online journal, which you could call it a blog or something like that. But journaling is going to be important to you this year, whether it's something you share with the public or share with those you love or keep to yourself. But journaling is important for you. If you applied for a job and there were other people vying for this job, whether it's with a company you already work for and you're trying to get raised up to another position, or it's a job that you don't work for, a company you don't work for yet, I feel you will beat out some other people, especially you Scorpios that are right around or on the Sagittarius and Scorpio cusps in particular, because they did mention Sagittarius to me in my head when I was getting that message. So I feel those of you that are born on the cusp of Scorpio and Sagittarius are really likely to get that job, beat out other people, get the promotion. That is likely for you. Some of you are going to be put in a position of authority, power. You may become a supervisor, a team leader, a manager, a boss. And if you're non-working Scorpio, this could be in your own home and your own environment where, what you say is what's going to go. And even if you were in a relationship before and you were like, oh, well, it was 50-50, or, well, we didn't operate that way. Well, this year, or at least in January, you're going to be having a lot of say-so about how things get run, how things are going to go. This year, I feel like I know it's not a yearly reading, but I keep getting for you this year, you're going to start getting involved in things in a much bigger way than before. 2020 was kind of a bust for getting involved in big clubs, groups, organizations, big foundations, unless you did it online. I feel that this year, I know it's not a yearly reading, but I keep getting it for the year for you. I feel that that is going to kick up for Scorpios. So the next card you have is Seven of Pentacles. This is being tired and exhausted of your hard work and effort and gaining financial gain and rewards from your hard work and efforts. If you go work at another business or company, situations are changing at work. You're going to see departments moved around. You may be moved to a different area or department, but you're definitely going to see people's positions moving and changing and departments getting moved around. Could even be from one building to another. Could be moved around. The departments get moved around in the building, reorganized, but it can be also people moving around in the departments are changing and moving as well. It's going to be different for all of you. Always good to watch your rising sign. So make sure you check out your rising sign if you know it. Some of you have had some kind of financial burden that's been hanging over you for a while. Could be some kind of debt. I feel in January, you either pay it off or it eases up on you quite a bit. So you may pay off a chunk of it or actually pay it off. Some of you could be putting money, I hear money in escrow. You could, so you might be buying a property and putting some money down on a property, but some of you may be putting money away in something that's going to be some kind of fund or stocks or bonds or a specific account that is going to be protective for you for your future, for your retirement. That is also coming up here with this Seven of Pentacles. You may have bosses putting more of your normal share of work and responsibility on you. So don't be surprised if somebody quits or leaves, or because they move stuff around, or they're restructuring something in a company you work for. They may, I don't know if it's going to last, but maybe in January, you're going to see having more of a workload, more business and more responsibility getting put on you, more work put on you in January. I feel like for some of you, this is going to take you back and you're going to be surprised. Like you're not, even though I'm telling you this, you may be like, nah, nothing ever changes at that place. Or, oh no, they've already changed everything around. They're not going to do that again. I'm telling you, I feel some of you are not expecting this, that it's going to be a surprise. And it could be because somebody gets fired or somebody quits or somebody gets moved around into a different position and then they haven't moved somebody else into that person's position. So you have to take the overflow. So you have to see how it plays out, but I do feel it's going to be surprising to you. You may also find that at work or in some business you own or work that you do, you personally may be having to alter or change the method in which you work. If you don't work for a business or company that's switching everything around, then how you handle your day-to-day work or business, or maybe even finances, is you're going to be shifting it around or altering that yourself. The next card you have is the Eight of Rods. I think Aquarius got Eight of Rods too. This is news coming to you swiftly, swift or sudden change. Could be the arrows of love, could indicate travel. I feel like you're going to receive a lot of communications, especially if you're a Scorpio, that things are getting altered or changed at work, where you're going to be getting a lot of emails or memos or phone calls, but I feel like it's mostly in writing. Like, this is what's going to be the change. And then you get another one, and then another one, and then another one, like, where we're changing this. And you may think you got the last one, and then more come in. Well, guess what? Now we're going to change this. Now we're going to change that. So lots of communications. Some of you are going to receive communications from family members at a distance that have something going on with them. It could be like what's happening in their state or province. Like there could be upheavals and things that are getting changed and, reorganized or rearranged, and they're worried. They don't know if they want to stay there, or they could be feeling like, hey, can we come stay with you and visit you for a little while because we want to get out of Dodge. We don't want to stay here anymore. We want to let things settle down and then we'll go back. Or, you could get some other kind of news, like maybe somebody doesn't feel well, or it could be good news. It could be good news. But I really get this sense of like, like worried about events that are happening in their location, and they may want to come visit you, or they may just be calling to see, hey, is this going on where you live? Like they could just be inquiring. So you got communications are coming at you in different ways for you Scorpios. That's why you got to watch your rising sign and even your moon sign if you want to see how you're going to feel about it. I get things are changing, schedules are going to be changing at your work, or a business that you own. You could find out schedules are changing, work parameters are changing, laws could be changing, and you're having to deal with that. And I feel like this is ongoing. I really feel for many of you Scorpios, like this isn't just going to go on in January. I feel like this could continue on in January, February, March. You may be still getting this kind of news, communications. I don't feel like you're going to be overly happy about it. I feel like this is something you're going to kind of wish would like disappear and go away. Now, not for all of you, but that is the energy I pick up for some of you. You may feel like some of the communications are too confusing or too disjointed because, like I said, I don't feel like whatever these communications are coming at you, it's not once. It's going to be multiple. And just when you think you've got like all figured out, here comes some more. And that's why I feel you're not going to want to hear it. And this could even be if you have to work from home now, there could be, your employer could be coming up with all these new parameters and rules or things that they're going to switch and change. But, oh, no, that got switched and changed. So now I have to tell you this. And, oh, no, but now we're going to go back to the original idea, like da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's what I get coming at you. So it doesn't matter whether you go into a place to work or you're working from home, or if it's coming from family that's worried about something going on where they are. You got Two of Rods next. This is partnership in business. It could be partnership in romance. It could also be something you are putting out there into the world for people to like it or not like it. I see you worried. I see you going through a spell in January where you're kind of like second guessing some of your decisions. I see you thinking about ways you can branch out and do things in a different manner. I see you really focusing on what are the trends, what's popular out in the marketplace, or that you could capitalize on, that you could, start your own business, have your own website, or something you could do locally and help people out locally, and that you could, maybe you really, depends on what hemisphere you live in. I live in the northern hemisphere, so it might not be the best time for landscaping, but if you're good with landscaping or construction, you may be like, hey, you know what? Everybody around me needs this, that, and the other. I'm going to start making extra money. Or like, if it's not that, maybe you're really good at accounting, bookkeeping, accounting, financial advising, and planning. Maybe you're like, okay, I really don't know what's going on here with my job or what's happening here. And I want to make sure I can start making some of my own money, that through my own services to other people. It's like there's a lot of thought processes going on here with this for you. You may even start a channel on a platform, some video platform on the internet. You may feel like, hey, you know what? I got it all figured out. I know just what's going on, or I've got really good advice, or I'm going to start teaching or educating people on some stuff they really need to know right now. You may actually start putting that out there. And if you don't do it in a sense like online where people can see it, you may start doing it through some kind of newsletter. Or if you already own your own business and you don't have like a subscription-based newsletter or something like that you can share knowledge and information or educate people or see what trends there are, you may start something like that, something that's a subscription-based way to make money. You may start out thinking about it in January or implementing your ideas in January, but I don't feel you're going to completely be able to get it all sewn up and all tied up exactly the way you want it in January. It may start in January, but I don't know that the full picture of what you're going to be doing with it is completed in January. It's going to be on its way. I feel there's more completion around it in February. To get more psychic messages and predictions from my spirit guides, please check the description box below this video for the links for my most recent videos for Vimeo. I look into very specific topics using a variety of divination tools to bring you more accurate predictions for your astrological signs. These links and descriptions are also available on the videos page of my website, www.thelluckymermaid.com. Thank you. So you got another 2 here. You have 2 of Pentacles. So 2 of Pentacles is weighing your options, having to make a decision or a choice between 2 things. There's emotions tied up here. Can be seeking balance. Weighing options, seeking balance, having to make a choice or a decision. I do feel that, Scorpio, you're going to be very plugged into the collective consciousness energy, and you're going to feel like there's too many things that feel like uncertain or topsy-turvy to you going on. Scorpios are incredibly psychic usually, and if they are aware of it and capitalize on it or utilize it, they're really, really psychic. And I feel that your empathic side of reading people's feelings is going to be off the charts in the month of January. So I feel like you're going to feel like you're trying to seek balance in energies that you're picking up around people in the world or around your area that are in disruption and are topsy-turvy feeling. But I see you saying to yourself, I have to be true to myself. I have to stick to my path. I have to be true to myself. I have to stick to my path. So I see you being very diligent about not getting swayed by the emotions and confusions of people's energy that you're picking up on. You might want to listen to that again. That was a little confusing, but I hope you get what I'm saying here. Meditation would be highly recommended for you. And if you don't channel messages from your spirit guides or your higher self, or you don't meditate, would be a fantastic time for you to start trying to do that and tapping into it, because I feel like you're going to be really plugged in to the consciousness of the populace right now. And you could be, if you work in the psychic field, you could be delivering some really groundbreaking information and news and information right now to others, or even just for your own self, your own sake in your own life. Some of you are going to be very expansive in your thinking, and you may even feel like you may want to move. I'm not saying you're going to do it, but I see some of you Scorpios, because I'm plugging into the collective consciousness of Scorpio right now, and I get that some of you may even be thinking of moving a great distance from where you are. You may even think of moving to another country if you don't like what's happening in your country. I see you doing a lot of manifesting, creating vision boards. I also see you doing a lot of research about what's going on in the world, in other parts of the world, in other locations. So I see you doing vision boards, manifesting, researching things. This comes up here. It's like you're trying to find peace and balance amid confusion. And for some of you, it's your own confusion. And for some of you, it's really the confusion of the populace that you are able to read because you're empathically plugging into it. These are important messages for you. You may think, what am I going to do with that? Okay, well, this is what my guides are telling me. So Scorpio, you hold a lot of keys to big answers, to answering big questions. And I feel if you really focus and put your drive and energy to what I've already discussed in this card, you're going to come up with some really wise instructions, answers, methods, wisdom to impart on others. So if you're inclined to do psychic readings or have a channel or do a subscription-based communications out to others, highly recommend it. And it could apply to your own business you already own or work that you already do. So now I pulled a gemstone crystal for you from the Velvet Bag of Gems, and the best gemstone crystal for Scorpio for the month of January 2021. You've got smoky quartz. Now it may look like clear quartz, but it's not. It is smoky quartz because there is a tinge of brown to it. I hope you can see that in the camera. This is going to be a really, really good and important stone for Scorpios to center you and ground you. It's going to be a very helpful and useful stone to you when you need to make decisions, especially big and important decisions in the month of January. It's going to, my guides are saying it's going to help give you clarity of mind. Clarity of mind. And this is also a very good spiritual protection stone. So to protect you from negative entities or energies that could be around you. So smoky quartz is a very good stone to wear especially to wear and to put under your pillow when you're asleep. When you're dealing with people and the communications are divided, you're dealing with divided communications, this crystal is going to help you bring communications and people back together again. So it's great if you're a mediator or if you're in big discussions or conversations with people where people are divided and not in agreement. For some of you Scorpios, this is going to be a great visionary stone for you and really help you plug into and be able to see the future. Like clear quartz can, but for some reason, for you, Scorpio, smoky quartz is really going to be actively able for you to do that if you gaze into it and tap into it. So if you could get a sphere like I have, like this, of smoky quartz, this is clear quartz, you'll be on fire looking into that in January of 2021. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. I want to thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the additional videos that I record, where I channel the psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here, you can get my Vimeo videos, which are on my Vimeo Videos on Demand page. And I always post the most recent recorded links below in the description box in the Show More section down below the video. And some of the most recent video series I have recorded is my psychic crystal readings for January for 2021. So if you'd like to get a continuation of this reading, you can click on that link and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. Also, my psychic tarot readings for the new year of 2021, they're very, very popular every year. That's my biggest selling videos. If you want to see what I get for your sign for the entire year, I highly recommend you check that out. And always wise to get your rising sign, because your rising sign is going to give you more of a complete picture. Please read the description either on my website or underneath the video on Vimeo, or listen to the trailer, because I tend to change it up how I do the yearly readings. This one is a total of 14 cards 7 main cards with 7 expanding cards, but you need to read the categories of each card that I'm looking into. So please check that out. Also, if you would like to get the solar eclipse in Sagittarius, December 14th, 2020, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. Those videos, predictions, the eclipse effects last for 6 months. So you got to check them out. I mean, really, I used a format where the first card is going to look at what's ending for you from that eclipse. The second card is what's beginning for you. The third card is the blessing. The fourth tarot card is what's the karmic lesson. And then the fifth card is an oracle card. And I also look into the crystal in those videos. Also, and those eclipse effects last for 6 months. That eclipse occurred on December 14th, 2020. Don't forget the full moon lunar eclipse in Gemini, November 30th, 2020. Psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. I did the same format. And that eclipse in Gemini, we're still under the effects of that eclipse also for 6 months. And if you would like to help donate to my channel and support the work I do here, I have a donation link which is connected to PayPal, listed underneath all the video series that I have listed down below. And I want to say thank you so much to all the people that have been really quite generous and donated to my channel and help support the work I do here. It does really make a difference and help a lot. So thank you so much for that. I don't take that lightly. Also, if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here, you can follow me on my Facebook page at The Lucky Mermaid LLC, The Psychic Pastry Chef LLC, and on Instagram at The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I use a variety of divination tools. You never know what I'm going to use. And those predictions are not just for the day I post them. Sometimes they're for a couple weeks, a couple months, or a week out, or a few days. And many people find those resonate with them. You may find they resonate with you as well. And I feel like people have asked me, well, what sign is it for? If you're guided to go look at it, I really believe there's at least one or more messages in those predictions for you. So I'd love to see you over on my social media pages and check that out. So I hope you have an absolutely fantastic month of January. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.